listen, I like LSU. I'm not going to like them on Sunday around 7 o'clock Central, but I like LSU. I like the tradition. They're the best tailgate scene in all of college football. Debate that. Jambalaya is also, yeah, I like LSU. I just am not going to like them on Sunday at 7:30. But then Sunday at about, well, give me till Tuesday. Give me till Tuesday. I'll like them again. I'm going to want them to do well. Whether they win or lose, I'm going to want them to win the rest of the way. Crying Belly, how's it going?
What's going on? What's going on?
How you doing? I figured if I said a bunch of nice things about you guys, then you wouldn't come in here and give me a hard time.
No, I wasn't coming in with an aggressive motive. I guess my question would be to you is that what happens, because obviously as a Florida State fan and even an LSU fan, you expect your team to win, but what happens though for the future if you do lose the opener and if you win the opener also? What are your predictions?
Yeah, so if we win the opener, I think that's massive for FSU. There's not a bigger game on the schedule, right? Florida State hasn't started 1-0 since 2016, meaning they haven't started 2-0 since that year, right? They played a cupcake after they beat Ole Miss. And so, yeah, this is something we haven't seen in 6 years, right? A Florida State 2-0 team. You win the LSU game, right? You're then going on the road 10 days later to play Louisville, right? And you might be a favorite in that game. Florida State beats LSU. Are they ranked? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe they're close to ranked. I don't know. So you go on the road and you play Louisville after that, and there's no reason. If you beat LSU, there's no reason you can't go beat Louisville. I don't think it's like an automatic thing, like you automatically go win that game. But I think you feel pretty good about getting that bye week. Louisville has to play 2 road games to open the year. They're at Syracuse, where they're only a 4-point favorite. And then they're at UCF, which they needed kind of a miracle to pull off last year. UCF's quarterback goes down. Fluky interception to end the game. So, yeah, I think that you beat LSU, it opens up the possibility to maybe go 4-0 to start the year. At worst, 3-1, because I think you beat BC. If you lose the game, it makes that Louisville game all that much more important, right? The Louisville game becomes a must-win. Whereas if you beat LSU and lose to Louisville and then you beat BC a week later, you're starting 3-1, and that's fine, right? You might get to play Hartman without a quarterback. And so I think either way, you're in really good shape. If you lose to LSU, the Louisville game becomes massive because you can't start 1-2. You got to find a way to split these games at worst. So I don't know. I think that a win would be massive for the program. Florida State, a fan came on here, and I forget who it was, but Florida State fan came on a few weeks ago, and I think it was Kevin. I think it was Kevin from Puerto Rico. Kevin came on and said that for the last few years, Florida State has been the butt of all the national jokes, right? You had the Jacksonville State thing. You had the Travis Hunter thing. You had Mike Norvell and getting into it with Marvin Wilson. You had this happen or that. Even going back to the Taggart days, you had the MLK thing. And we've been the butt of the national jokes for years and years and years. That's just what it's been. Florida State goes into LSU's backyard and upsets a college football power, a top 15. I don't know where you guys kind of rank yourselves in all-time college football. To me, LSU somewhere between 10 and 20 as an all-time team. You upset a top 15 team in their backyard on national TV when no one else is playing and everyone's watching. That would be massive for this program. It would be the first time that they weren't the butt of every joke, and maybe the narrative starts to change. Maybe Florida State and Mike Norvell are viewed a little bit differently. Because I'll tell you, Florida State fans are patient with Mike Norvell. There was a massive roar for Mike Norvell when he was announced on Saturday in Doak Campbell. But then I think the biggest thing is that the national narrative starts to change if Florida State can find a way to win this game. Nobody's going to say, oh, well, LSU was just a 6-7 team last year. Nobody's going to say, like, oh, they stunk. You go beat LSU, people start to actually respect Florida State again. That's my take. You lose, you better beat Louisville.